Alright, so this is a walkthrough on setting up the MEPS. MEPS stands for Mass Embryo Production System, and this one's used to create large numbers of wild type embryos from measurable MEPS. Open up the lid. Looking inside, we have a spawning cone. This has the rough surface that the fish like to come up onto and spawn on. And the way that we set this up ready for matings is to slide the entire unit down into the water and allow the spawning platform to end up in a situation where it is angled into the water so that the fish can come up into shallow water. We ensure that the airline is in the standpipe here, and then once that's done, you take the embryo collection cup and you place that onto the pipe like so. This should be done late afternoon, and the MEPS will turn on half an hour after room light's on. So what will happen is once the light for the unit turns on, the fish will come up onto the platform and lay their eggs. The eggs will then be collected down into a funnel, pumped up and collected in the bottom of the collection cup. So harvesting from this in the morning, if you need single cell embryos, take this off, empty out any early laid embryos that have been collected, and then place it back on. That ensures that any embryos that you collect from that point forward will be single cell. This can be taken off and collected multiple times, and it's not uncommon to collect 3,000 or 4,000 embryos readily each morning. It's best not to use this device every day. If you give the fish an opportunity to rest, you'll get better performance out of it. Once collection has been completed, then you need to clean the device. This collection cup is only ever used for this device, and so therefore is only ever exposed to wild type embryos. So flushing this out thoroughly is enough. This doesn't have to go out to wash. This, once you've finished using it, sits on the frame of the unit out of the way. It's then your responsibility to clean the collection apparatus. So you take the spawning platform off, you slide the funnel up out of the way, and you drain the water from it. Using a piece of paper towel, gently wipe the insides of the funnel. And use the water to rinse it out. So what's happening underneath the waterline? Our spawning platform is here. The embryos fall down and collected here, and then the force of the air bubbles force it out of this area. For troubleshooting, sometimes this device will want to sink down or it won't sit properly. These suction cups should be wiped over, and if you're having severe difficulty getting the unit to stay in place, then wiping down the wall of the enclosure to remove any biofilms can also be advantageous. Put a little bit of water in so that the cone is not overly buoyant. Suction cup it back to the wall so that the top of the funnel is above water level, and put the spawning platform back into place.